I woke up today to the headline that Trump had called for a firing squad for Liz Cheney. Right. And this is what I really don't like about the media. No, he didn't. He did not. You don't have to move me to not like Donald Trump.
He says
more
so
than
many
I already,
shitty things. Why do you have to do that?
And by the way, if you don't realize it, here's what he said. He's criticizing him for being a war hawk. Yeah. I mean, she is Dick Cheney's daughter. He said, she's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay.
President Trump was absolutely right when he said that Dick and Liz Cheney are always eager to go and waste the precious lives of our brave men and women in uniform.
Yes, I never expected this from Maher. I'm shocked. Maher shocked Libras and calls the media dishonest firing squad a hoax. I don't like Trump. Don't lie to me and tell me he wants her, Liz Cheney, in front of a firing squad. We saw how the media created this and spread this like wildfire. Tulsi Gabbard put out a video about it and aligned with Trump. I don't know if you've seen it. According to this tweet, Dick and Liz Cheney, as Trump correctly stated, always eager to waste the precious lives of our brave soldiers in stupid military adventures, but too cowardly to put themselves in a position where the enemy's guns are pointed at them, so hide in their ivory towers while sending others into arms way. That is according to Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know. Let me play this video so you can see exactly what she said.
President Trump was absolutely right when he said that Dick and Liz Cheney are always eager to go and waste the precious lives of our brave men and women in uniform, sending them off to go fight in stupid military adventures, and yet they themselves are too cowardly to put themselves in a position where the enemy's guns are pointed at them, with their lives at risk. So instead, they sit and hide in their ivory towers without hesitation, sending others into harm's way. So President Trump speaking this truth is not a threat to anyone. It's the truth that voters need to know before this election is over.
If you want to criticize this man, there's plenty. You do not have to make things up to criticize Donald Trump. And I think some of it, frankly, was spun up to distract from a terrible jobs report, if you want my honest opinion.
Yes, I decided to do this video to clarify people because a lot of people never understood what exactly was even going on. Scott, the penchant for Trump, most hysterical critics to deceptively edit his remarks and create absolute false firestorm is ridiculous, probably done to distract from today's jobs report. He responded to what Democrat did with the mainstream media, framing this up, and it was a topic of discussion.
I don't even recognize what's happened to the Democratic Party anymore, to be honest. Can we just please not provide cover for our leaders when they make mistakes like this? That was a terrible mistake that Biden made. It should not be justified. Again, if you're a private citizen and you have your personal views about the Republican electorate, that's on you and that's your business. You have not taken an oath to represent the country. You're not the president of the United States. And I don't know why anyone would think it's a good idea to celebrate or applaud political culture in this country that allows for the president to just regularly trash tens of millions of people that he himself is supposed to be representing. That is not a good culture to set. And things will just continue devolving. I don't think that this is a winning thing to do. I'm not proud of what Biden did. And honestly, the thing that frustrates me even more is that after he made those statements, even though he was on video making those statements, a bunch of people are totally gaslighting about how it didn't happen. It's totally made up, it's fake. It's a scary world that we're currently living in, where a lot of people, a lot of voters, a lot of people in the media, just not based in, their views are not based in reality at all. And they would rather lie to people in order to cover up a mistake or a terrible act of an individual in a position of power. I don't even recognize what's happened to the Democratic Party anymore.
Yes, honestly, I don't understand what is going on right now. The media is even joining the Democrat Party to mislead people. I don't know why these people cannot be honest. They will see a clip, take it out of context, and spread it just to mislead voters. Today, something happened. Media backpedals on first Trump Cheney claim. The media attempt to mislead voters on Trump Liz Cheney comment is unraveling. Columnist Jonah, who wrongly claimed on CNN that Trump advocated for Cheney's execution, has issued a retraction. This guy made it clear on this video that this is what Trump said. After watching the video, now to understand that Trump did not say it, he is sending a retraction because they are scared of lawsuit coming in.
I don't think you even need to call it fired upon. He's saying quite explicitly and unambiguously that Liz Cheney should be shot, should be executed by firing squad. That is appalling. It is a small facet of the reasons why he's unfit for office, and the Republican Party has made a disastrous mistake renominating him. All that said, since we're here for the punditry, I don't know what this gets him, right? If his problem is freaking out suburban women who don't like the chaos, don't like the violent rhetoric and all that kind of stuff, that's just not a great closing argument. Let's execute a political opponent who happens to be a woman because I don't like her. And like, does that pull more low propensity voters in his coalition to the polls? I honestly don't think so.
News breaking in the last hour. Violent rhetoric directed at former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney by Donald Trump is now being investigated by Arizona law enforcement as a possible death threat. Here's how Vice President Kamala Harris responded to Donald Trump's remark that Liz Cheney should face, quote, rifles in her face.
I believe you heard him. For the people who claim to believe Trump called for Liz Cheney execution rather than saying she, like many in DC, chose wars because she never fight them, I have one question. Why did he begin by saying, give Liz Cheney a rifle? Is it common to supply them to those you are about to execute? That is a question you need to ask yourself. Seems counterproductive to the plan. Yes. That is it. Even Libras are now coming out to say, oh, Trump did not say it. Like this guy. Donald Trump did not call for the execution of Liz Cheney. That is a bar-faced lie. He was making a point about how she is a chicken hawk, but also Trump should not talk about being trained on her faith, especially in a time where we are worried about political vow.
She quickly corrected. Is so laughable.
Talk about this breaking news regarding Donald Trump's comments that he made about Liz Cheney in Arizona last night. The Attorney General is responding.
That's right. I just spoke to Attorney General Chris Mays about 2 hours ago for the taping of my Sunday show. She told me she just gotten off the phone with her criminal division chief, and she was investigating whether what Donald Trump said about Liz Cheney constituted a death threat under Arizona law. I'll tell you, under Arizona law, it is illegal to make threats or intimidate someone. Can be charged as a Class 1 misdemeanor, Class 6 felony. Chris Mays told me they're looking into it. I asked her whether this was just political speech, free speech. She said we're checking to see if it crossed that line. But she also put it in the larger perspective. If you're here right now, you begin to understand how this place is ready for a high security event on Tuesday, an election. Our sheriff's office is talking about a no tolerance policy for protests. Chris Mays is activating all her agents. Every law enforcement agency in the state is involved with protecting the vote, protecting voters. So that's Chris Mays brought that into the conversation, that for Donald Trump to make these kinds of remarks at this time, such a tense moment here in Maricopa County, is just bad.
Yes, this is a classic case of Trump saying something and the press bailing him out by being purposely misleading. You didn't have to lie about it for the comment to be totally irresponsible, and when you do, you lost all credibility and no one believes anything you say. When I see people like this on MMBC, CNN, when they start calling them fake news, a lot of people, get offended. It get me so I don't get when I see them doing this. Investigating what exactly, I want you to know. The video is there, the long clip. Watch it. You will not see nothing. It is like having this conversation, telling someone this person needs to feel what others are feeling. If the person continue to advocate that there should be more wars, that was just a normal conversation. Even if you are not intelligent, you will understand that that is what he said.
Know that the presidential election is just days away. Personally, I need this to be over already. It's like my first wedding night, okay?
They've now been reduced now to be saying, well, you can't really take everything he says literally or seriously. Well, if that's the case, why should anyone take any promises he makes literally or seriously either? You know, that is him sending a very clear message.
Yeah.
And that message is, mess with me, and I get back in charge of the government. Violence is coming in your direction.
So you see that as a direct threat?
Oh, well, as to Liz, absolutely. Now, there's some times where he says it and it's more generalized, but he really hates Liz.
Yeah.
And hates her father.
Yeah.
And so that's the way now this is amazing.
I don't know why these people continue to mislead people. I watched a video where Kamala responded to this that, oh, Trump should step out of the race. After this, it gets so crazy every single time. When elections are like this, people using all possibility to always mislead people, speak the truth.
Donald Trump, but she also got a bit of a hiccup from Joe Biden. There was a Zoom with a Latina voting group, and Biden, who is referring to the comedian who called Puerto Rico garbage. Puerto Rico isn't garbage. Trump supporters are garbage.
Thank you guys for always being there, sharing all my videos. God bless you abundantly.
Have called out Trump over it.
Candidates very clearly pushing to win.
He brought up we're garbage.
I don't know why these women are still on air.
Dan, I love you. You're so wrong. As they want to be.
So they now wear the two candidates to see who will favor them.
Biden. This is the President of the United States.
Now, I never noticed before and make me go, whoa.
Throw a birthday.
If you are over 18, please register to vote.
What he does. At age.
How you guys doing tonight?